Hello, I have recently finished playing Skyrim after 130 hours of gameplay. So right now I'm back to playing indie games, which means that I get to make more of these introduction videos. So I'd like to use this opportunity to show you a game which was recommended to me by a friend during the last winter sales, because he liked it a lot and thought that it was right up my alley, and he was right. It is called Nova-111, and it is quite hard to categorize by genre, because it is kind of a mix between a tactical strategy game and a puzzle game, and some people have even tagged it as roguelike, although the only thing that it has in common with regular roguelikes is that it takes place on a square grid, and you move like that. You move in 4 directions on it, and you move in turns. So that's all. It's not randomly generated or anything. So, but I'm gonna show you what it's all about, because it even has one very important twist that separates it from regular roguelikes, which is that it mixes real-time elements along with the turn-based gameplay. So yeah, this is what it looks like. As you can see, I'm taking turns moving on a square grid, and I am already near the last third of the game, I think. So I've already unlocked most of the things the game can offer you, like what these abilities or weapons, or call them anything you like, on the left side of the screen. You probably can see it, probably because of my head, but if you did, you see 3 icons with a corresponding button on the gamepad, and the first one is this distance laser, the second is this teleport thing, and the third one is really interesting. It makes the time frozen and takes real time to pass to finish its work or whatever. I've kind of lost words here. Yeah. So this is kind of the story part of the game. There's this guy commenting on whatever is going on. It's not very elaborate story, but I don't mind. These are one of the enemies. He's the most simple one, as you can see. It really takes no effort for me to dispose of him, because he takes a turn to charge his attacks and he's only got 2 lives. Anyway, as for the abilities I've shown you, each of them takes 1 rechargeable point of science, which is shown down there. I've already got 4 max, and in addition to the abilities, you can drop a bomb, which stuns enemies around you. So yeah, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, I've got 7 lives and the shield, and each hit takes first the shield, which is rechargeable, and then the life, so it isn't that difficult to pass through unscathed. Right now I'm trying to discover if I can break these blocks, because this is the first time I've seen them in the game, which is one of the great positives for me, that the game still comes up with new concepts even when I'm nearing the ending. We can pause there now, he tells me. And the reason I'm bumping into the walls preventively is that they sometimes contain secrets and secret collectibles, which if I were to miss, I'd have to replay the whole section over and again, and I already had to do that quite a lot of times, because for me a game is considered finished when I did all the collectibles and unlockables. So yeah, that's a bit of a negative in the game, that it's not very forthcoming in letting you get the missed collectibles quite comfortably. You have to repeat the whole section, which consists of 3 levels, which are pre-generated. Anyway, this is one of the advanced enemies, which instead of you moves in real time and shoots bullets. So you have to be real quick in fighting him. Yeah, I did that. Anyway, when I read some of the top-rated comments on Steam, it struck me that most of the users consider the puzzles in the game to be quite challenging, but as for me, I haven't really had any trouble so far, because as I already said, you will have plenty of lives, and there isn't all that much to do in order to solve a puzzle. I see. So what I want to say is that I think this game is very well suited even for a casual audience. This is the first time I see this enemy in the game, so I don't know how to destroy it. Oh, I see. I block his movement, and I move here and shoot it to death. Okay, that's it. So as you can see, nothing really hard here. As far as my opinion is concerned, I think that even someone who isn't much of a gamer can play this game and finish it without too much of an issues. And right now I accidentally dropped a bomb, so yeah, it's quite a fun little game, which isn't very long at all. I think it takes about 6 to 8 hours to complete. And I keep mistakenly dropping these bombs right now. So here preventively I stop the time rather than get carried by the stream, because I might miss some secret. And how am I going to destroy this dude? I'm going to get to the other side of him, and then I'm gonna blast him with the laser. Yeah, I'm gonna do it another time around. So yeah, what I wished to say earlier but didn't is that obviously the main positive of the game is that it shows a very unique concept and makes a finely designed game out of it, which isn't seen all that much on the indie gaming scene. As you might have already noticed, it's quite common for the same concepts to be repeated over and over again, which gets annoying sometimes, even for a seasoned gamer like me. So yeah, you rescue these scientists which are scattered around the place and are supposed to represent some real scientist but with a scrambled name or something. And it's one of the main collectibles in the game. You also have power-ups which increase your science capacity and maximum lives, but they aren't as common. So yeah, when I said earlier that it was recommended to me by a friend because he thought I'll like it, he made a good call because I'm really enjoying this game so far and most likely will until the end. As for the other possible negatives of the game, I've seen a lot of people in the reviews complain about how shallow the story is, and that they would have rather did without it. But as I already said, I don't mind, so maybe it will be shallow by your taste, but I don't see it as much of an issue. So yeah, as you have noticed, there were some armored creatures which would have damaged you if I were to take them on by the regular attack. But in here I took them off with an exploding dude, which took a real timer on itself when it approached me. So I got away, and those dudes who moved in turns couldn't escape him, so they got blasted away. And that's how I'm gonna deal with everyone. Yeah. This is the ending of the first level of this entire section. There are exactly 3 in every one of them, so I've got 2 more to go. Yeah, this was already something that was before in the game. And yeah, another type of enemy apparently, so let's see what it does. Damn it. Dude. It has slimed all over the place. Which apparently can even block some... How am I going to get to that guy? Tell me. That's interesting. Okay. Now they're going to put some more of that gauze over here. I really hope I do get to return to that guy, because I wouldn't like to replay this level all over again. Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, these are quite tough because you can get near them properly and you have to wait until they reach you from an angle like this. And even then you need to get them on their last lives so you can dispose of them. Interesting, he pulled out some of that gauze. I'm thinking how that could help me reach the place at the beginning with the scientist. Hopefully I'm not talking too quiet, although one of my colleagues have noted that it's much more interesting to watch the game without my commentary. But screw him. Sorry about that. I have a bit of a sore throat, so... Yeah, as you can see now, you really have to have your eyes peeled to discover all the secrets and collect all the things. This here is a falling rock thing, stalactite or something. Okay. Yeah, I can see what needs to be done. Apparently you need to make one of these things fall down and let it hit the switch when you're in this area, which is fairly simple because you just stop the time and that blue zone over there, it only lets time flow when you have stopped it, so hopefully it isn't too complicated in the way I'm saying it, but that's just how it goes. Yeah, look, this, if you don't understand it, I'm going to explain it to you right now. This is a concept introduced in this last chapter of the game. This zone has time stop for everything except you, but when you use the third ability to stop the time, things inside the zone actually move like they normally would. So that's that. These things buzzing all over the place again. I'm kind of worried that they could seal away some important area by doing that, but I'm glad that that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, this is the area I've seen in the beginning, so I'm quite relieved because I was worried that I'll have to replay that level, this level, because of my perfectionism. Anyway, the controls work really great. The game is well suited for a gamepad because you only use the D-pad and the usual buttons, so it's nothing too complex and quite straightforward. And this is an enemy which latches onto you and attacks you in real time, so you have to kill it very fast. So far so good. I'm gonna try and reach. Nothing too hard. Yeah. That was an enemy which would multiply if I wouldn't kill it fast enough after the first blow. So as you can see, the diversity of the enemies is really quite a strong point of this game as well. Sometimes a special kind of scientist collectible hide in these rocks, so I rather destroy all of them. But there was one time when it backlashed at me a bit because there was a secret area which required an enemy to bump at the rock, so be vigilant if you are to play this game. As for the visuals, I think you'll agree with me that the game looks very well. It really has a good art style. And it's pleasant to watch. this is a block you can only push along the rail over there, which had a huge role in some of the previous levels. So what's going on here? Yeah, apparently if I go from the top side I can reach the scientist, but there is no way I can reach him otherwise, so I'm gonna have to wait. And what is that? Another enemy. No, this isn't another enemy, this is just a generator of enemies. It was already there before. It makes new enemies come out of it, so in some levels like this it isn't really possible to pass it while killing all the enemies in it. Yeah, as for the blocks that were here right now, I had to stop the time in order to restore. I had to stop the time in order to get rid of them because they can't be harmed otherwise. Yeah, and as you see right now, sometimes the generator of enemies play a vital role in conquering some puzzle, because I really need to get this guy here so that I can get here. That's that. And yeah, sometimes it's as devious as this. If you were to go into the exit right now, right at the earliest opportunity, you would miss a collectible guy. So yeah, on to the third level. What is this? I haven't seen this either. This game continues to surprise, even after all this time. Whoa! It went straight past the shield. That's nasty. What's here? Yeah, this is a guy which hides in the rocks and constantly tells some BS things. Whoa, a fire that burns in real time. That's cool. Yeah, here you go. That was a nice way to dispose of these type of enemies. Not sure why I don't recall using it before. Was it just me, or did that laser put out the flames for a while? No, that was probably my imagination. Yeah, another scientist I probably have to get to later. That rock looks suspicious, so I rather had a bump into it to make sure it can't be walked through to some secret area. And this is a bat. It's usually invisible, but when you know where it is, you can kill it quite fast. And anyway, as for the bombs, the game usually is quite easy enough for me to avoid using them altogether in most of the levels. In here it was just me being lazy, because obviously you could have lured them into a place where they couldn't, where the bats couldn't attack you all at once. That's that. And I haven't seen this kind of enemy either. Sentient fire sprite. Okay, let's see what you can do. Fun sound. Whoa, what's it doing? It burns through the... It burns through the block case. That can come in useful. Okay. So I can use this. Yeah, I can use it to pass through here. Damn it. Yeah, do it. Okay, so apparently I have some means to pass the solid blocks as well. Hopefully it wasn't necessary at some earlier place in this level. Hopefully it isn't necessary here. I'm just going to take a quick check just to stay on the safe side. Because I really dislike replaying the same part over and over again. Damn it. There you go. Not sure why he makes a farting noise when he's doing it, but apparently the game designers insisted to be funny in a very cheeky way. And what's the stream on the right? Apparently some other area I'll get to later. Damn it. It probably is entered like this, yeah. What do we have here? Another scientist. I don't even know who's this guy meant to be. Nika Cornucopius, like who is it? I know when they make stuff like something like Faraday or Isaac Newton or something like that, but this just doesn't tell me anything. Probably I haven't studied physics enough. This is interesting. What now? Yeah, so that wasn't hard to figure out or notice at all. Yeah, some more ammo for the bombs, which I don't really consider to be much of an asset in this game. Yeah, I'm just going to pass this as fast as I can in order to avoid damage. Yeah, I probably should be a lot more careful from now on because I've already got half of my lives out and that would just take me to the start of the level. What's going on? Yeah, stuff burns. Yeah, just to make sure I won't kill this guy right now. Or do I? Yeah, here you go. I hope there aren't more of those barriers later because I might regret that. So I push this button and this starts burning, I get it. Yeah, so come on. That was quite obvious, although I wasn't hoping for the gauze to catch fire. And this is the end of the section, so... Right now I will see whether I have collected all the secrets and... Damn it! How could I have missed 2 scientists? I don't get it. So yeah. I hope you have a pretty good picture of what's going on in the game. That pretty much covers anything. I guess what's left for me to say is that every bigger chapter ends with a boss fight, which is quite nice because it shows a bit of a different kind of gameplay. But that's that. So my final verdict is that it's definitely worthy of playing. It's I consider it one of my best purchases on the Steam Winter Sale, and you should do it even if you don't play games as much, because I don't think you'll have any problem finishing it. So that's that from me. See you around next time, and thank you for watching. Bye.